I don't think they'd put Big Al in front, though. I don't think so. I think the Regents would be too worried about offending people. So, but that'd be awesome if Albert came up. Okay, a couple things here. You know you have the 2 Regents questions from last week's exam. The other 7, like I said, are going to come pretty strong. Here's what I mean by coming pretty strong. Anybody want to name a basic figure you should know the area of going into tomorrow? Okay, trapezoid. Am I just going to plop a trapezoid down and say, find the area and here are all the things you need? No. Probably one of them, if I say 1/2, here's the trapezoid formula, 1/2 the height, B1 plus B2, good chance that the height is going to be part of a 30, 60, 45, 45, 90 triangle tomorrow. Okay, so everything's just not going to be laid out for you. You're going to have to work here. What's this the formula of? 1/2 D1, D2. Kite and rhombus. Am I going to give you both diagonals? Probably not. You're going to have to use the properties of either a kite or a rhombus to figure out both diagonals. Here's one thing that drives me nuts every year. Are the diagonals congruent? Are the diagonals congruent in either a kite or a rhombus? No. So these numbers should never be the same. Okay, never be the same. So you're going to have to know the properties. Your 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90. It's just not going to be, here's a figure with everything you need. All right. Also, you may want to add in here, I don't see it, but if you want to add to basic figures and regular figures, the 1/2 AP, or break it up into a certain number of triangles. Okay, that's big tomorrow. All right, that's going to be big, regular polygons. So whether you guys do triangles or whether you do 1/2 AP, that's your decision. We know what I mean by shaded region. If I put a figure inside another figure and I shade the region around it. Also, be prepared to do something with it. Maybe we've done what? Applied money to it. We've done bags of wood chips. We had DeAndre. Maybe change of units. Be careful tomorrow. Read everything carefully. Okay, you may have a problem with the change of units on it. All right, read everything carefully. You know what I mean by composite figure. I'm probably not going to do this any justice. That's not what it's going to be tomorrow, but find the area of that figure with some lengths and widths where you can break it up into different figures that you need. Okay. Find the area of that ice cream cone, right? Semicircle, triangle, yep. And then ratios of perimeters and areas, that's what we did yesterday. Anything you want to ask before? I have some review questions I'm definitely going to do with you, but can you go, Lauren, what page are you on there? Can you go to page 24 real quick? Up on top of page 24 are some formulas. They are not every formula you need. Okay? You will see some formulas that are not on. All I did was the basic figures and the similarity ratios. You will not see area of a sector on there. You will not see population density formula on there. That is not all the formulas you're responsible for tomorrow. All right, so please be aware of that. And if you go to page 26 at the bottom, there's some extra textbook questions for you to try if you feel like you want to get prepared for this. All the answers are in the back of your packet. There's nothing you have to look up on Aspen here. All right? All the answer keys in the back of the packet. Nothing you have to look on Aspen. All right? All right, let's get this going. I just want to make sure I feel a little bit comfortable with most of you going into tomorrow. So let's start with number 5. All right, number 5 in the back of the packet. And then you guys will have time to work with each other. Got 2 regular pentagons that are similar to each other. And I give you the ratio of their sides. 4:7. That doesn't mean the sides are actually 4 and 7. They're just in some ratio, 4:7. The area of the smaller one, 128. How about you find the area of the bigger one? And Saad, this is what I was talking to you about yesterday with Just can't find. Remember, we did the rectangle one. Just can't find the others and find the area. All right, I got to go through the ratios, what I showed you guys yesterday. All right, help me set up a proportion here to solve. Let's roll 24. A little help with the proportion. Look at that. Okay, the similarity ratio. Because we're about to set it to area. Good. Square the similarity and set it equal to. There you go. Okay, please make sure we're squaring the similarity ratio tomorrow. If it involves area, anyway. And the area of the bigger one turns out to be 392. Also tomorrow, half point every time we don't see units tomorrow, if there's units on it, okay? Half point every time. A lot of detail, only 9 questions. All right, what about 6? Find the area of the shaded region. Well, I have no idea what that figure is, that shade. I don't even know what the whole thing is, huh? Because usually how I find shaded regions, I usually take the whole thing, right, the area of the whole thing, and subtract out the area of the unshaded. But I have no idea what the whole thing is. Anybody would want to help me? Why cannot spell unshaded, first of all? There we go. How to find the area of the whole thing. Thoughts? Area of the whole thing, 25?
Find the area, split it up and find the area of the rectangle, square, and then you have a half circle on the top and find the area of that.
Yep. Composite figure, everybody. Composite figure. Break it up into figures you do know. So we'll do area of the square plus the area of the half circle. All right, need somebody to help me out with that. Here we go. 10. What about the square? What are my dimensions of the square? Oh, nice. And I should have known that. 13. 10 times 10. How about the circle now? I'm going to do 1/2 pi r squared, but what's the radius here? 5. Diameter was 10. Everyone all right? Going too fast? You'll find that value, which I'm just going to leave as 100 plus 12.5 pi. Bless you. And how about the unshaded part? Here you go, 5. What's the unshaded part? What figure? Area formula for a triangle? 1/2 base times height. And it is a right triangle, so what are the base and the height here? Legs, which are 10 and 10. Area of the unshaded, 50. And now all I'll do is subtract everything. So the 100 plus 12.5 pi for the whole thing minus 50. And it says round to the nearest. There is no rounding directions. Okay, so getting ready for the regions. No rounding directions. We're going to write out full calculator display.
Would you just subtract? Oh yeah. Wait.
Let me ask a follow-up. Let's say I change the directions to leave your answer in terms of pi. What can I combine up here now? 100 and the negative 50, so it would be 50 plus 12.5 pi for in terms of pi. All right, but it's not up there, so I want the full calculator display. Just give me a couple numbers so I know you're on track. 4, give me a couple numbers. Thank you. 26990817 meters squared for that shaded region. Yep. Questions, comments? All right, a couple more. You guys seem like you're doing all right. All right, 10. Find the area of the shaded region. Well, I need a better name than the shaded region for this one. What have we been calling this unit? 24, what have we been calling that? We got a better name than shaded region. That's a what of a circle? A sector, yes, that's a sector. All right, area formula for a sector. Here you go. 8 area formula of a sector. Okay, what's the x represent? Okay, so in this case, what do you got for me? 36 over, go continue, Ethan. 360 times. Okay, radius? 11 squared. And 38.013271111. Just stay on that page because the next one's going to be number 9. Stay on that page, number 9. Okay, another shaded region problem. Leave your answer in terms of pi. Perfect. All right. What is the full figure? Here we go. 20. What's the full figure? Oh, no. Just what is it? Square? And all the unshadeds. What are the unshadeds? Quarter circles, and there's 4 of them, make a full circle. All right, so it's going to be a square minus full circle. Okay, square. Length times width, what is it? 15, length times width. What do you got for me? Okay, 6 times 6? Quarter circle, circle. Pi, let's see, and this is why I'm going to go over it with you. I want to make sure you understand where the radius is here for the quarter circle or the full circle in general. Radius length 2? It is 3. Okay, it's not, this isn't the diameter. Usually we were given the diameter, we got to cut it in half, but that is the radius right there. Okay, so it is 3. 36 minus 9 pi. Can you go any further? Can you subtract those 2 and get 27 pi? Nope. This is in terms of pi right here. 36 minus 9 pi. 36 minus 9 pi. Questions? Last thing I want, and this is not in the packet, and we did not talk about it this unit, and we haven't talked about it in a while. Properties of a kite, because you do have to find the area of a kite. Properties of a kite. So two pairs of adjacent sides congruent. What else? Anybody remember any other properties, Madeline? Okay, so let me draw in the diagonals right now. And that's not, because this is probably a rhombus, but yes, the larger one bisects the shorter one. And one more big property that you would probably need to find it, Frank. There you go. Yep. There's other stuff too that we can get to when we review for the regions as far as which pairs of angles are congruent, but for now, diagonals are perpendicular, and the shorter one is getting bisected by the longer one. They do not bisect each other. Okay, they do not bisect each other. Questions? Yes, Ethan, hello. Usually the longer diagonal is going to be the one that connects the vertices where the 2 congruent sides meet. Okay, and the shorter one's going to be where the 2 non-congruent sides meet. You can think of it that way too. If you don't want to go by eye, you'd rather go by a mathematical eye. Yes. Anything else? All right, if you would like to move, oh, hold on. Hey, I did the review questions. I tried a couple review questions from the textbook. I'm good to go. No, guys, no. Please look back at your notes, any homework stuff, all right? because this is not everything you need to know. This is just the basics. All right, this is just the basics right here. All right, try as much as you can. I have extra problems if you want to come in and get those. It's up to you. I'll be here after school today. You guys can move around if you'd like, work with other people. Answer keys in the back of the packet. Remember, not on Aspen. All right, let's roll.